Well, you made it to Tuesday, the 17th of October, and you look beautiful as hell. But that means it is 14 days to Halloween. So, with this video, we are on the road 31 days of Halloween. Happy Halloween. As she grabs the purse and she walks towards the front door, the washing machine is slowly stops. Father grabs his hammer and walks right behind her. With banging continues from the door. She turns around and Father is standing right behind her with his hands behind him. The banging continues and she asks, "What is that?" She says, "What is that banging?" He says, "What?" "Oh, it's the washing machine." As it turns on, he says, "I think it is time for you to go," as he leads her out to her car holding his hammer. Nightfall comes and Mother is preparing pumpkin cupcakes. Peter is laying on the cold concrete floor in the basement. He hears the door open up, and through the darkness, he sees his mother walking down the stairs. She is carrying a plate of cupcakes. "This is for you, my darling. It is time for you to come back upstairs." "Pumpkin cupcakes for my pumpkin," she says. And now as she bathes her, Father is in a doorway and he says, "Peter, you had time to think." "Yes." "About what?" "To stop acting out, to stop telling lies." Father says, "I love you, Peter, and we forgive you." And Peter says, "I love you too." They let Peter sleep in his room tonight. Other than the basement, he lies in his bed and he waits for his parents to go to bed. As he hears them click off their light, he knows that it is time. And he walks over to the wall and he knocks, but nothing happens. He knocks 3 times and nothing happens. He says, "Please talk to me." And then all of a sudden, scratching and knocking comes from the other side of the wall. A little girl's voice says, "What happened to you?" Peter says, "My mom and dad locked me in the basement." "Well, you have to be careful with them. They're not what they seem." "I want to see you," Peter says. No, you can't. I've been in here too long, and you will scream, and you will get us caught," the little girl says back to him. He says, "No, I will not be afraid." She says, "Okay, come down to the bottom of the wallpaper." And you can peel it open, and there is a hole there. And as he gets on his knees and he pulls open, which reveals a round circular hole, he looks through it, and all of a sudden an eye appears from the other side of the wall, and it scares Peter half to death, and he falls back and he says, "Who are you?" And the little girl says, "I am your sister. I have been waiting for you. I have been waiting for you to get big enough." Peter says, "Big enough for what?" "Big enough for you to move the clock that hides the door. And big enough for you to help me escape and leave the dark. Mom and Dad, they put me in here and they are evil. And your time is coming, Peter."